Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Many women have a shoulda. And I think I talked about this on my men's channel or somewhere. Shoot, I got so many thousands of videos. I know I've used the term before, but I said, let me use it with the ladies, because y'all the main ones who be doing it. Ladies, many of y'all got a shoulda. What is a shoulda? That man you should have been with. Let me know if I talked about this before, but I was moved to do it. And usually I'll just say, either in a consultation or I'm talking with somebody in the real world and it comes up. And a lot of times I'll talk about it. Because ladies, y'all know how y'all are, especially when y'all young. Y'all meet Mr. Right. Y'all meet the guy who's supportive of you, got that good intentions for you and everything. And I've met so many women who've had that one guy. But so of course you don't get with him. You either try to put him on hold or you think, oh, yeah, he'll be around. Or you just didn't have the maturity to see what good he was at the time. It happens. Sometimes y'all get slick and y'all say, well, yeah, he's husband material, but let me go have my fun first. Let me go sow my wild oats. Yeah, unfortunately, the guy don't remain around. And then, he ends up moving on. He gets with your former best friend or something. Knows I said former best friend. Oh, yeah, ladies, we could talk about that. I've seen that happen, too. He'll do something, but he'll move on. And then, of course, you realize you made a mistake. So you say, shoot, I'll just hang out with this dude. I'll just hang out with this dude. And he's a good guy. He ain't a bad guy. But then you might be with him for a while, even have some children with him. And then, well, things turn out bad. And that's the most pleasant scenario. At least you had a family with him. Sometimes you might not have the same level of relationship. Then years later, you looking back and you know what? You say one thing. I should have stayed with him. Hey, ladies, you know what? That's just some real stuff because, you know what? I'm going to tell you what. And this is something I've learned over the years. I used to think that many women could see the future better. I really did. I ain't sure about that anymore. Seriously, because so many women will have that one guy that they didn't hook up with. Shoot, I remember that was even mentioned briefly in that legendary book from the 90s, Waiting to Exhale. One of the main characters started thinking about this, she looking for Mr. Right. And she thinking about this one guy who was like good to her, kind, didn't disrespect her and all of that good stuff, right? Doing all that stuff, but you know what? She didn't want him. Ladies, it's a tough thing. And I think I talked about this recently. Well, yeah, I talked about a good man, but I don't know. One of y'all needs to hear this. Usually when I'm moved to do something, even if I did it recently, somebody needs to hear this. Maybe it's a young woman. Maybe one of y'all is a young woman who's listening. And you might not say anything, but you that guy, you find that one guy and you thinking about it. Yeah, you get with him, he make a good husband, but you still got that party in you. Ladies, let me just say this. In this day and age, I know it seemed like you want to experience a lot, and any experience isn't bad, but in this day and age, there's a lot of women out here who are, quite frankly, suffering. And that's part of the reason I even do this channel. It really is. And try to limit it, the conversations just to women. Because seriously, I've seen so many, like, legitimate good women. Not like some, thought or anything, OnlyFans girls, something like that, but legitimate good women, Now, I ain't gonna blow smoke up your ass and say, oh, yeah, all y'all are dimes, but you're not mud ducks either. You have some level of attraction. You got some sense. You're sensible. Actually, legitimately good women. Shoot. And some of y'all, some of y'all even had those, that body, the big breasted sisters, or the butt dunk. you know? So you got a lot going on, but you don't have that right guy. But he was in your life. He was a shoulda. You should have hooked up with him, you know? And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to be real with y'all ladies. I hate to say this. But, Uncle Rom's going to be honest. It's hard to get back with that shoulda because you don't know what he's done. He might be happy somewhere and not even thinking about you, Seriously, it's hard. And a precious few women can come to find that level of happiness, a precious few. It's unfortunate. And that's just how it is. So that really hurts a whole lot, And this is what I would say, especially for the younger women. You know what, ladies? You got to take your time a bit more. You got to take your time. Too many women have been told, oh, you can find someone better. But I've lost track of how many women haven't found someone better. And it's usually, and I ain't saying a situation where you finding somebody better from somebody who's abusive and hurting you and everything. Oh yeah, anybody can find something better than that. But I've seen too many women, the guy, you know what? He was a good, solid guy. Ain't too much drama and all of that. I've yet to see a woman actually find someone better. I've yet, I've heard of one, but, I'm not sure about the exact situation. But of the situations I know of, I've yet to see a woman find a better guy overall than, that she should have stayed with. Hey, y'all like how I said that? Seriously, I mean, it is what it is, ladies, but it's something like in this day and age, you really need to think about the men you're dealing with. Because you don't get the same, ladies, in all honesty, you don't get the same opportunity. The men out here now are getting way pickier. And they ain't putting up with what they might have put up with in past decades. A lot of men are saying, hold up, if this woman ain't showing something, let me move on. They're being advised to move on, And like I said, you don't have to take up any abuse or anything, but let's just be real, the guy was good to you. And in fact, many women know he was good, but they'll say, well, I ain't ready or something. Well, ladies, you're going to have to get yourself ready. You can't play around with this. It's tough to find, for men and women, it's tough to find a good mate. Don't lose that very good man over some small stuff, all right? Now, I don't know if the person who needed to hear this, you know what, I know they're going to hear it because I move with spirit. So I want you to seriously think about what I just said, okay? Get back with you. Peace and blessings.